Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook. So first of all, the DXY, what a move in towards the lows. So I saw some guys make some major profits on the EURUSD longs that we took. Even somebody who passed his FTMO challenge. So if you're watching this, congratulations bro. And yeah, for the rest, we did see a big retracement afterwards. So let's dive into the market and see what is going on. To begin with the DXY, of course, and what can we see with the DXY? Well, the DXY made that major push in towards lows as expected. However, we saw this massive retracement back up in towards the upside. So going back down lower in towards the 1 hour time frame, what are we currently seeing? Well, what I did spot and what I did identify was this perfect 618 fib retracement, so the green line. If we draw in the fib from the high towards the low. And if we look at the entire correction as a whole, what you can then see is that we have this kind of ascending wedge slash channel. And the channel has now matured due to the fact that we have seen a fake out on that second high, right over here. So for me, if we do see a very strong 1 hour bearish close, and let's see the 4 hour candle closes in 30 minutes as well. If we do see, let's say, a bearish 4 hour candle, I do expect more downside. However, if we just look at the DXY as a whole at the moment, it is looking very messy, right? This kind of price action isn't the real price action that we want to be trading. But if we do have to analyze it and say something about it, it does look good for a further drop. If we just look at it like this from the perspective that it is an ascending wedge, we are seeing, okay, we have this high, we break the high, straight away retracement. After that, break the high, straight away retracement. So it would be beautiful to see a 4 hour bearish close and a very strong 1 hour bearish close. And that could indicate more downside. If that doesn't happen, I will be looking for one more push up higher, because we do have an area of supply within the market, which is this yellow box from at around a 93 towards 93.120. So that's kind of the next level that I'm looking for, which is supply. And if we do push up higher, that is the spot which I'm looking for a drop. But we could also already drop from here if we do look for a break retest of structure. With that said, let's head over to Aussie dollar. And the Aussie dollar isn't really worth analyzing in my opinion still. As we can see, we've been making a move up higher, but at the moment price is just kind of stalling. What we're currently seeing is some ascending price action. But yeah, not interesting at all in my opinion. We are currently seeing a double bottom, but still we need to wait for some more development on this pair until we can really start trading it again. Because at the moment we're just chopping in towards the lows. Currently making a retracement, but still not a big fan of this pair. What a lot of people have been doing is sending me charts with their fib, let's say, drawn on from here for instance until here, which is a possibility. However, what I would preferably see is, let's say, something like this now, whereas we get like some good deceleration in towards the lows, in towards this area of demand within the market, and then a clear breakout in towards the highs, the break retest, then go long. At the moment, trying to go long or short, it is possible. However, the market structure that we're seeing isn't really that obvious and isn't really telling us, or telling me at least, where it wants to head next. So yeah, therefore I can't really make a calculated decision on a current setup that I'm seeing or whatsoever. So therefore I'm just going to skip the pair and head over to euro dollar. So euro dollar yesterday, man, it was flying in towards the highs. It looks really good. It did seem to want to break out, and yeah, we did see the breakout candle shortly after. However, we faked out on this swing high over here, and after that, just tanked in towards the lows again. So at the moment, I'm still in this position. My stops are set at break even, so who knows? We might just fly into infinity. Would be nice, but yeah, I doubt it. But whatever, I'm just gonna let it run, let probability play out, and see what happens. I know some of you did take profits over here at the swing highs, so that would have been a perfect exit. So congrats to you guys. Looking at euro dollar at the moment, this isn't really analyzable, whatever you want to call it. According to the analysis, we should still move up higher, but looking at the 4 hour at the moment, it's just really messy, just really in this area of consolidation, right? The market is just consolidating in between the two levels. So we'll just need to wait for a clear breakout until we can further analyze this pair. But I'm still just going to say that it's going to go up due to me being in my position and not having been stopped out. So yeah, I don't really care what the outcome is of this trade anymore, but I'm still looking for euro dollar to push up higher. And yeah, you could potentially seek a lower time frame setup if we do see something like this, and otherwise just wait until we kind of break above this high and then look for a setup. If that were to happen, I'm not looking for any shorts at the moment, only until we really break 1.17042, because we can still reach this area of demand, right? And then reverse up in towards the highs, which is also just a possibility. But for now, yeah, you guys can all see it. Euro dollar is just consolidating, so I wouldn't really advise you to engage within the market at the moment on euro dollar. So that said, let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar, so pound dollar bearish 4-hour close, which it gave us during Asian session. So at the moment, pound dollar has been making this retracement. So if we just measure up the entire impulse in towards lows, we can then see that we're currently rejecting the 618 fib retracement, especially on the daily, perfect 618 fib retracement. So the pair does look good for further downside at the moment, but for me there's no supply demand level, so it's kind of hard to really make a calculated decision once again on where this pair is heading next. If we dive in towards the lower time frame, what I do see within this market at the moment is some deceleration on this pair. Yeah, it's just some ascending correction. Like if you have this high, you break the high, then a retrace, then you break this high over here, then straight away a retracement, and now we're failing to break this high. So what I would preferably see, is a fake out on that high and then the real drop back down in towards the lows. Yeah, we're currently breaking structure over here, it does seem. So if you were to draw in a trend line, let's say on the 15, you can see that we're currently breaking structure. However, the impulse in towards lows also isn't really that strong. Otherwise, what you could have done is look for a setup from here's the high, here's the low, and then trade the 618 over here to then go short. However, that fib retracement didn't play out. So at the moment, we're just trading at support over here. Yeah, we'll need a strong impulse and a strong retracement, which could potentially give us a setup. But at the moment, yeah, pound dollar not looking that good. But again, I would preferably see one more push up higher and then see a drop and then enter upon the 618 break retest. But yeah, pound dollar, also pound yen is also looking good for a push back down in towards the lows. So 618 fib retracement and essentially, of course, support and resistance over here. So yeah, I am a fan of pound dollar pushing down lower. So that said, let's over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, so I'm kind of hoping that Kiwi dollar forms something like this, because at the moment, Kiwi dollar, it's not that interesting of a pair for me personally. What I'm looking at the moment is potentially, let's say you do something like this, and then if you go in towards a lower time frame and you look at the 1 hour, what you can then see is essentially we have the 1, the 2, and then the third trend line touch of this trend line, and then like this, and then all we need now is just a break retest, boom, further pushing towards lows. So kind of targeting this major swing low over here at around 0.688. But if we do break out in towards the highs, we could be looking for long soon. However, the current price action is telling me that there is deceleration, ascending deceleration, which is most of the times a sign of bearishness to come. So that's why I'm definitely keeping or taking into account that we could see a push down lower. But yeah, Kiwi dollar, not a big fan of the pair at the moment. The problem is just the DXY, it's just really dicking around. So we're just gonna have to see what its next move is until we can really start anticipating on how to take trades, etc. But yeah, for some real good longs, we need to start breaking above the highs over here. So yeah, it's either long from here or long once we break structure over here. So with that said, let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. So gold at the moment, what I'm looking at is currently this ascending wedge. What I do see is that we have the 1, the 2, and now the potential 3, maybe a spike even up higher, take out the stop losses situated above the high to then start dropping back down in towards 1790, 150 to then look for potential longs again. Something like that. That's what I'm kind of waiting for at the moment. Yeah, I'm not a fan of going long at the moment, and that is because of the ascending corrective price action which we are seeing. So yeah, that is that. You could also draw your fib from here, and then yeah, it will be a perfect 786 setup. But yeah, it's whatever your preference is, of course, and what you have back tested. So let's see, 618 over here would be really nice to then see a further push in towards lows to 1790, 150. Not looking for any longs on gold. Yeah, this is it essentially. So yeah, that was all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to send me a message on Discord, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a very pleasant day.